Alright everyone, welcome back to Cody's Lab. So, we're back up in the mine. Let's have a look and see what the explosions did. You may notice I've got a little rag over the light. One of my viewers suggested doing that. It seems to make it a lot easier on the camera. So thanks for the tip. Let's have a look in here. I think I showed this in another video. As I came up here real quick and I had a look around. But yeah, it knocked down quite a bit of material here. Most of the material, it seems, came from out of this area right here. So the shock from the explosion seemed to knock some material loose and it just fell. The explosions for these explosive tubes, looks like only 3 out of 5 of them actually went off. I mean, they all exploded. You can see here what we got is on the outside it exploded, but on the inside there's explosives left. See that? So what happened is the diameter of the tube was not enough for the explosive to propagate in properly. And I'm lucky that the other ones exploded. But yeah, even with these that didn't knock it out, because the idea was to have these knock holes and then this knock material down towards it. But even without that, it still moved quite a bit of material. And today, we're gonna muck it out. So I'm gonna get the dust mask and the time-lapse camera. One thing I'd like to mention is that the lead, I've done some tests. It seems the lead is only in the orange stuff, right up in here. This gray stuff out here doesn't actually contain much, if any, lead. Also, I did take some before and after pictures of this. I'll put those in now. Found a little tarantula here. See that? Just hanging out inside the mine. Is it still alive? Yeah, it's alive. Come on, bud. I need to take the wheelbarrow through here. Let's go. There you go, little guy. Woo! Hope you all enjoyed that. I just shoveled for 3 hours straight. Hopefully my time-lapse camera recorded all of it. I think I'm done for the day. I wanted this to be a longer episode, but I'm not going to be doing any more work up here. Not today. There's something cool I'd like to show you guys though. Actually, there's several cool things, so stay tuned. But right here that I'm sitting on is actually, I found something. See, I dug this up here. It's a piece of rusty metal. This is part of the old muck sheets that they were using to make it easier to dig. Like, I kind of wish I would have had one today. And the one they had was, well, it wasn't usable. But if you look down here on the ground, let me angle the camera for you. Is that about right? Yeah. If you look right in here, see there's another piece there. Like the ground gets dark, black, because there's a sheet of metal laying there. That was so that you can use it to run your shovel across and scoop the material, just like that. That means that this back here, starting at the edge of this muck sheet, right there, back, is about how far they went in their final blast before they mucked it out. And I'm hoping to be able to dig about that far each time as well. As it is, I went in less than a foot. Still, that was a lot of work. And a lot of fun too. I think most of the material that I shoveled out today came from up there. Alright, let's go show you guys some other stuff and then wrap up the video. And this right here is what I was wanting to show you. I just bought a little Jaeger air compressor. This is a very used unit. In fact, the guy I bought it from said that he ran it low on oil and it developed a rod knock shortly after. Consequently, sold it to me for only $500, so that's not bad. I think I can get parts for it, and I'm just going to do a complete overhaul on the engine and possibly even the compressor. And I think it'll work for me. The data plate says it'll do 150 cubic feet per minute at 125 psi. That is going to be plenty to run my grandpa's old drills. And pretty much anything else I want to do. I could air up a tractor tire in less than a minute. Or run a sandblaster, or actually sandblasting and painting is what the guy I bought it from was actually using it for. Got an air compressor. Let's go look at the drills. So these drills are sitting here in the back of the shed. As you can see, these little air percussion drills. And apparently these will drill at over 20 feet per hour, so that's going to be way better than pounding by hand. Most importantly, the bit is 2 inches in diameter. That means it'll drill a hole which is much bigger than what I was drilling by hand. And that'll make the explosives more likely to go off, because the minimum diameter on the explosives I was using was about 1 inch, which is why some of them didn't go off in the last explosion, but 2 inches definitely go off. So now all I need is an air hose to take the air from the compressor back to the back of the mine to run the drills. Let me go see if I can find one. I think the air hose is in this mine here. I'm gonna go look for it. Never do this unless you know what you're expecting to find inside. Okay, so there's the power cord going back in the mine. I might actually want that at some point. That looks like a bed spring. There's a chair. Is that a drill steel or is that just an anchor pipe or something? Anyway, I think there was some bottles of penicillin right here. Yeah. Oh no, here's the penicillin. Yeah. Potassium penicillin. They're probably way expired now. And another bed frame. And a dresser. Hey, there's an air fitting. Yeah, that'd hook right up to the air compressor. It's a bit rusty, but I'll definitely take that with me. Okay, I found the air hose. There should be about 200 feet of it. I think a lot of it's actually buried under this over here, where the mine's collapsed. So I might have to shift some material to dislodge it. Yeah, well, there it is. I know where it is now. There's also some rails there. And this, I think, is actually a jack, or a little stand to hold the drills. So that could come in handy as well. Yeah, looks like the mine's completely caved in up there. And there's quite a bit of rubble right here. And I think I know the reason why. So as I'm looking at these walls here, focus up close. You see this rock that's all smooth right here? See these magnetite streaks? Those are slicking lines. This is actually a fault that goes right through here. And this stuff right here in the middle, that's the fault right there. You can see how it's like broken up. That's the fault gouge. So what must have happened is there must have been an earthquake and then a bunch of material fell. Which means I probably shouldn't spend too much time back here. Hey, there's something I recognize. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's an old bee box. My grandpa did do some bees.